Howdy folks, this is Checkers, and this of course is Fallout 4, and we're rambling through Fallout 4 today for me to have the chance to say thank you. Thank you to the folks who support me on Patreon, and thank you to all of you who subscribe and watch my videos and have the patience and leave the ads on. I really do appreciate it, and it's made a difference. I read an article a week or two ago about someone who had a heart condition and his smartwatch warned him about it, and he was able to go to a hospital and have it taken care of. And I thought, wow, you know, this is pretty amazing. And I didn't have enough money to buy one right then and there, but with what I made from Patreon and the channel and what I had saved, I had enough, and I got a smartwatch for myself. And that's all due to you folks. Funnily enough, I don't actually really think I get much benefit out of the heart study. I exceed the parameters in which the study would warn you. My heart rate is normally faster than the warning value, so I think it's set to warn you if your heartbeat exceeds a certain rate for a certain amount of time, but since mine is always exceeding that constantly, it doesn't really do anything for me. But apparently I'm giving some great data to the study. That being said, all is not lost, because it records my heart rate, and I can get to it fairly easy, and I can trigger it to record even with my nose if I have to, and I've done that. And I've caught it. I've caught my episodes of blacking out. I know I've caught it. And the most extreme example, I have a rowing machine, mainly because it's really good full body kind of burst cardio. I cannot row for more than 4 minutes. If I row for more than 4 minutes, I will start to forget the day and I will have trouble speaking. That's after I wake up. It takes a very long time for me to recover from that. 2 minutes and I can lay down for maybe 20 or 30 minutes and I'll be okay. 4 minutes, I've pushed it, and I'll probably end up sleeping for an hour and a half. But I was excited. I had my new smartwatch and I started to row, and 45 seconds in I noticed, because the display was on, since I was moving so much, that my heart rate was 70. Now, I started when I sat down at 136 beats per minute. So 70 was strange. 70 is strange for me. My resting heart rate is usually in the middle 90s, if not in the low hundreds. So I rode for another 15 seconds to see if my heart rate would change. It hovered at 70. And then I went to lay down, like I do, and I looked at my phone, which has a much more detailed report, and I found out that at peak my heart rate had hit 149 and then had dropped to 47. I caught it. And I've seen it throughout other days. This is something that happens to me at least once a day, usually several times a day. And it's hard. People see me, I go to the doctor and I sit in a waiting room for an hour and a half, and I move slowly a short distance, and I look completely normal most of the time, not all the time. Every so often I have an episode. I scare the daylights out of anyone who sees me. I don't remember if I've mentioned this, but when this first started, I was working at a university, and my boss had taken me to the student health center, which was totally against protocol, but everyone thought I was dying, including the doctor on duty after they had taken my vitals. He said he needs to get to the emergency room right now. And my boss said, okay, well, I'll get him in a car. And the doctor was right outside the door, like 2 feet from me. I could hear, literally I could see them. And he told her, no, you don't want to do that. And she said, what do you mean? He said, you don't want to be responsible for what's going to happen. And she still looked at him confused. And he said, I don't think he's going to make it to the hospital. So that's what I look like when this happens. But humans are funny creatures. They can see something like that and then see you okay later and go, well, it's probably not that bad. And, it's true, I'm still alive. Of course, I don't leave my apartment except to go to the doctor. Going to the movies is like it's a major event for me. And a lot of things I miss. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is I caught it. And I caught it because of you. Because you guys watch my videos, because you guys support me on Patreon, and because you gave me the chance to do that. And I don't know what this data will give my doctor. I really don't. I'm supposed to have... He ordered a harness for me to wear for like 48 hours so they could really study my heart, but insurance hasn't approved it. Doctors can order anything they want, but until the insurance says it's okay, it doesn't really matter. So this was my attempt at taking some data into my own hands and being able to do something to make a difference. Because I would like to be able to go out to movies again one day, and yeah, anyway. I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and as you've seen, my heart can bottom out pretty low. Hey, there's a car flying through the air. And then it fell. Oh, Fallout 4. Thank you, all of you. Every single one of you, thank you. And please, above all, take care.